Okay, what's going on, everybody? The Iceman here on the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel, the Iceman B2013 YouTube channel. It is January 26, 2015. It is Monday Night Raw tonight. They have not yet decided whether the show is going to go on. Our governor of this state wants a driving ban as of 9 o'clock through the duration of the storm. So I don't know what the WWE is going to do as far as that goes. I know that SmackDown is canceled for tomorrow night in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, getting to the Royal Rumble. Okay, I've watched a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of hate on this Royal Rumble. I do want to say this before I get into talking about the matches. We've been prepared for so long, pretty much, what to expect out of this Royal Rumble. And I think a lot of people pretty much thought, there was going to be some major changes. And actually, there really wasn't any. And this is a typical WWE type thing that they do. So for everybody to whine and complain, you sort of knew what was going to happen. Unfortunately, the Philadelphia crowd is a really tough crowd, just much like Chicago's crowd is. So anyway, but we started off the kickoff show with the New Day going up against Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, Big E and Kofi Kingston. A match in which I thought the New Day was going to come out on top of this, and I thought maybe we might see some sort of, maybe somewhere down the road, a heel turn. Wasn't a bad match at all for a kickoff match. All in all, there was a lot of good things that went on in this match, and both sides showed what they can do inside the squared circle. Unfortunately for the New Day, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro ended up with the victory, and I had no problem with that. The actual card, the Ascension, going up against the New Age Outlaws, Billy Gunn, and the Road Dogg. Now, going into this match, we knew that the Ascension was going to probably pretty much come out on top of this match. They were there, facing the New Age Outlaws, for the Outlaws to go over and allow the Ascension to get a big victory for them. It's not the biggest victory for the Ascension, but it's a start for them. And I think bigger and better things are going to come for these guys. And what better way than to go up against the New Age Outlaws in a pretty good fun match. I thought it could have gone a little longer, but you got to understand with the Rumble, you're talking at least a solid hour for the Rumble for the most part. So it was an okay match. I didn't mind it, and I knew the Ascension was going to come out on top and go over in this match, and they did. And I really had no problem with it. Moving along to the WWE Tag Team Championship match with the Usos, the champions, going up against the Miz and Damien Mizdow. More comic from Damien Mizdow. The fans in Philadelphia love Mizdow. Miz being selfish, playing his role so well as he normally does, was in the match throughout most of it. And there was a lot of high-flying moves, like always, by the Usos. And we sort of all knew that Miz and Mizdow didn't really have a chance, at least I thought anyway. And I think it was pretty appropriate for the Uso brothers to retain the WWE World Tag Team title belts, in which they did. Moving along, the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie. Nikki, the WWE Divas Champion, going up against Paige and Natalya. Not a bad Divas match at that. It had a bit of time, which I was sort of pleased with. We saw Paige in the match in the early going, and then Natalya got the tag into the match and never was able to tag out. Brie and Nikki just beat the living hell out of her for the most part. And it went back and forth for quite some time. And obviously, which I was surprised, because I did pick Natalya and Paige to win this match because the Bella Twins losing would not hurt Nikki's status. But the Bella Twins did come out on top. And, it wasn't a bad match. I didn't mind it whatsoever. Then we get to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Now, I come up with some off-the-wall scenarios for this title match. Obviously, they didn't come true. I thought this match was obviously, the best match of the whole night. It pretty much started off with Lesnar German suplexing John Cena and Seth Rollins for that matter. And I was getting very disappointed in what I was seeing in Brock Lesnar for the simple fact is that's all he did. We didn't see that brutal Brock Lesnar, punching and anything else. It was just mainly suplexes. And I'm thinking to myself, this is all you got, Brock? The best part of that match was when Brock got laid out on the announce table and Seth Rollins climbed to the top rope on the ring post and dived off and went and hit Lesnar through the table. Lesnar appeared to be really hurt. He sold that pretty well as well. The announcers did and everybody else. I must say this, that if it wasn't for John Cena and Seth Rollins, this match would not have been as good. Cena and Rollins work so well together in the ring. They do a lot. When Cena's with the right person, he does things that we never see him do with most people. Seth Rollins and John Cena, to me, stole this match. And they made this match as great as what it was. They were going back and forth, near pinfalls by both Cena and Rollins, and then out of the blue, which I knew was going to probably happen, Lesnar just comes in after Cena and Rollins have already beaten the hell out of each other, and Rollins had curb stomped John Cena, and he was getting close to victory, and Lesnar came in, F5 Seth Rollins, and there the rest of the story. Brock Lesnar gets the pinfall and retains the WWE World Heavyweight title. And I'll have to say this, Brock Lesnar didn't have to do very much in this match. The most he did was let himself get, belly slammed through a table by Seth Rollins. Other than that, John Cena and Seth Rollins, made this match what it was. And I give kudos to both Rollins and John Cena for making this match a very fun match to watch. Now, getting to the Royal Rumble, I'm not going to go through the list of all the competitors and whatnot. I will say this, that Bray Wyatt had a very good showing in this Rumble, and so did Rusev. Everybody was disappointed that Daniel Bryan got eliminated by Bray Wyatt. He got eliminated early. And I believe, and I said this in a prior video, that he probably would get eliminated earlier. So the Philadelphia crowd would sort of forget that he was gone. But that didn't happen. And it came down to the point where we had Big Show, Kane, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns in the ring. And I was saying, where's Rusev? And I was thinking about this the whole time. And but then I'm saying, did I miss something? Did I go to the kitchen and grab a drink, a soda or whatnot? Did I miss something? I wasn't sure. Ambrose had a good showing. I loved it. And then it was down to Big Show and Roman Reigns. And you could tell the crowd didn't like the fact that it was these three guys remaining in the ring. Well, Roman Reigns ended up putting Big Show and Kane over the rope at the same time. And then the crowd was chanting Rusev. And I said, yeah, I knew he wasn't out of this match. Rusev came into the ring. Roman Reigns got rid of him very, very quickly, winning the Rumble, getting a lot of boos from the Philadelphia crowd. And that's around the time when you heard the Rock's music hit when Big Show and Kane started attacking Roman Reigns. But basically, I think the Rock came in to, get some buzz from the crowd to try to take some of the heat off Roman Reigns for, actually winning the Royal Rumble. But fans, really, put a lot of hate on this show, but in my eyes, it was months ago that they were talking about Brock Lesnar retaining and facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Um, so, I was talking to my nephew before the show and I talked to him after the show. And like I said to him, I went in the mindset thinking Lesnar and Reigns were going to win. So if they did win, it was okay with me. And I do not have a problem with Roman Reigns winning. Um, Daniel Bryan shined last year. He will shine again. Seth Rollins has been pushed to the hill. And, this is what the WWE needs to do. This is how you get, younger stars to look bigger. And this is the year for Roman Reigns to go up against Brock Lesnar at Mania. Now, if things fall as planned, Lesnar plans on leaving. So Reigns probably will obviously get the title, but will there be a cash in by Seth Rollins, at WrestleMania? Or will the WWE do what they did last year because of all the heat of Dave Bautista winning the Rumble and decide to make the WWE World Title at Mania a triple threat match? I hope they don't do that because it sort of defaces Roman Reigns, and fans need to get over it. The fact is, yeah, we all have our main stars, the guys that we root for all the time, but if you want to promote and get new stars bigger, you got to let it happen. And I think that's one of the reasons why Rusev and Bray Wyatt had a good showing in this year's Rumble, much as Roman Reigns did last year. You didn't see Roman Reigns win anything, last year after the Rumble. And, this is a way, to put Bray Wyatt and Rusev bigger on the map. So, all in all, I enjoyed the show. I mean, I wouldn't say it was the greatest show, but I did enjoy it. I sat there and I really had a good time watching it. I'll give it a 6.5 to a 7. And after the show, when we saw The Rock come out with Roman Reigns, I think it sort of helped Roman Reigns a little bit. Now that's why I'm hoping there is a Raw tonight here in Hartford, because I want to see the crowd reaction for Roman Reigns, and I hope it's a good one. And I think it probably will be because I think Hartford crowd is totally different from the Philadelphia crowd. The Philadelphia crowd obviously is an ECW crowd, Paul Heyman crowd. They love Daniel Bryan. And so I think this could sort of like get the distractors off the back of Roman Reigns. So that's why I'm hoping the show does go up here in Hartford tonight. And I will say that after the show was over, we did see the segment with John Cena and Rusev, which obviously is going to lead into John Cena's next feud. What is going to become out of that, possibly at WrestleMania, remains to be seen in my eyes. Will we see John Cena go after the U.S. belt? I don't know. It wouldn't hurt. Somewhere down the road, Rusev has to get pinned. He has to get beat. So we'll just have to wait and see. So those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions on the show. Like I said, I know a lot of people put a lot of hate on it. I have no problem with Roman Reigns going up against Lesnar at WrestleMania. But I did have a little bit of a problem with Brock Lesnar in the title match because he wasn't the Brock Lesnar that's supposed to be the Beast. Cena and Rollins made that main event. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your Monday. We're going to get up to 15 to 30 inches here of snow here between tonight and tomorrow, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Hopefully we don't lose power. So we'll see y'all next time. This is the Iceman.